Hello. Kind of a rough beginning there. How you doing out there? Kept hearing all this other weird stuff going on. Just, jeez. Anyway, hey, welcome to another broadcast. Here we go again, live from Atascadero, Central California, brought to you by Guitar College, where you have all your guitar needs locked up in one website. Anyway, welcome. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys joining me. I'll tell you what, if you're not here, it's no fun. So thank you for coming here. So Wes is working buttons. He's busier than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest back there. And then Gail's working the board, the message board. So we really want to encourage you guys to, make comments and what have you, ask questions, requests, whatever you want, and get on that board and do it. And then we've got the guys that joined this thing in the Zoom room of the Guitar College Library. Like I see Tom Collins and Locke and Greg Westwood from Australia, and Rob Riggs is here for the first time. He finally made it onto the library. And, Jerry's here, and Jerry, on your recommendation, I went out and got one of these little Micro Pro things to check it out. And so we're going to do a little review on that because I'm always looking for a better jazz tone, and so that's what we got. So we're going to be doing that. By the way, tune was called "Tear It Down," and I wish I had another shot at that. "Tear It Down," the Wes Montgomery thing, and it's on the live stream. It's on the library, excuse me. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, here's some things that I would like to talk about. First off, we're going to talk about Freddie Cannon. Freddie Cannon passed away, 89 years old. I got to play with him several times, and it was a nice guy. And then we're going to review this Fender Micro Pro. We're going to talk about a couple live things coming up in the library. I've got a question of the day, and that should about wrap it up. I mean, we got a lot of things to talk about. So let's start with something funny, kind of. Joe DiArio had a book about left brain, right brain, or a video, anyways, talking about one being the creative side and the other the mechanical side. And I was thinking, my left brain doesn't do right, and there's nothing left of the right side. Maybe I didn't say that right. The left brain doesn't do right, and the right side, there's nothing left. So that's supposed to be funny. I don't even hear anybody laugh. That's funny. Greg's laughing. That's good. So we're having a little problem hearing the Zoom guys, I think. I don't know. Maybe that's changing.
I'm hearing some guitar in the background when you're talking.
Oh, who was that? Who just said that?
That was Tom saying that.
Oh,
sure
hi, Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Oh, we got Rob and somebody else just joined, and I can't make out the name. Oh, Jesse.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh my God, Jesse, how you been, buddy?
Well, it's been a hard time, but it's okay.
Good. Yeah, I hear you.
You know what happened.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
So it's a drag.
Yep.
Okay, well, welcome, Jesse, for your first time here. Jesse has been to our classes, our workshop a few times, and he's always a hoot. And Jesse, he loves popcorn, by the way. He loves popcorn. You go into the room, the Koopman room, the next morning, and there's popcorn everywhere. Jesse's been there. Okay.
I hope to come for my 10th time next year.
Oh, that'd be awesome. It'd be really fun to have you.
I hope I'll be around that long.
Well, there's always that.
You will be. You will be.
So, Wes, you want to do a little roll call?
No, you can.
Okay, I can. All right, let's see. On the mess.
There you go.
Oh, there
my
it goes.
gosh.
There it goes. Is that? We're not
It's
hearing
so
it.
intense.
Okay, mute your mics unless you really got something heavy to say. So Mike Brandenburger is here, catching us from where'd he go? From Oklahoma. Wow. Hoochah Town, Oklahoma. Wow. Guitar Vox from Wisconsin. James McLemore. Hey, James, how you doing, buddy? Making a very nice shrimp scampi pasta. As I have, man, don't be doing that to us. Jeez. I hope you made a meth for all of us. Don Spain. How you doing, Don? From Kansas. And Jimmy Rolfie. Howdy from Moore Park. Blues Boy Tony. When is the show time? I hear you. We're about 10 minutes late. I apologize for that. Let's see. Catching you for okay. Oh, my grandpa taught at the University of Wisconsin. Huh. Okay, Justin is here. Hi, Justin. Arthur, 54 Lefty. Hello, all. Great tone. Okay. Kirby, what's happening? Kirby from Newbury Park. And Carl Clayton from Indiana. Lewis says, hi, Rich. And that's a, let's see, could you explain how to use the harmonic minor scale in improvising? Thank you. Yeah.
It's 20 words or less.
Yeah. How do you use it? Very carefully. I will go over that. Don't let me forget, Louis. Okay, we'll do that in a minute. Don't let me forget. Okay, so where shall we start? All right, let's start with Freddie Cannon. Does everybody know who Freddie Cannon is? I mean, he had hits back in like I think 57 or 58. I mean, he goes back a long ways. Now, Freddie was on the Dick Clark show, American Bandstand, 110 times. And that's how much Dick Clark liked him, right? He wouldn't put on anybody he didn't like. So I think he had a pretty big vested interest in him. He also opened the road show that I was on for 2 or 3 years. And he put Freddie on first because Freddie would get everybody going. And this is the interesting thing about Freddie Cannon. He would tell you exactly what he wanted the audience to do. He said, look at this next song. This next song, when I tell you, you guys are all going to get up and yell and scream and clap your hands and dance in the aisle. You got it? Okay. And then finally, we're doing the last song. Get up. Everybody got up and just had a blast. It was funny.
Did you get up, Rich? Were you out there dancing in the aisles?
Oh, I was playing guitar. Yeah, so
you know what?
I was trying to dance, kind of look happy, like an idiot, jumping around. I come from Tallahassee. Looked a little sassy. Yeah, she got a little down. Yeah, she's my Tallahassee lassie from East Philly. So, what's that?
I came here for spiritual enlightenment, and I'm getting Chuck Berry. What are you gonna do?
That song was written.
Where do you go these days? Where do you go? Jesus.
Not here, spiritual enlightenment. Mute your mic for crying out loud. Okay. So
I should and I will. No, that's good advice. Done.
all right. So his mother wrote that song. All right, Tallahassee Lassie. That was his first big hit. And then he had Palisades Park. And guess who wrote Palisades Park? Chuck Barris. Chuck Barris or Harris? The guy from the Gong Show. Isn't that funny?
Remember that.
So Freddie had 29 top 100 hits and 3 number ones. And it was surprising to me how many people would look back at him, like Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, saying how much they liked him. They actually did a remake of Tallahassee Lassie, I think, that the Stones did. So it's kind of funny. He looked like a crooner, but he was a rocker. You know what I mean? So it was kind of weird. I always looked at him like you're kind of a crooner, but he did not have a crooner voice. See this up here? Can you see this? This is my Dick Clark tour jacket, and believe it or not, it wasn't pink. We took it to their dry cleaners, and it ended up coming out pink. And it doesn't fit anymore. So, but anyway, he was quite a funny fella. He used to call me Chester. I guess I kind of limp when I walk. I walk funny, so he would always call me Chester. You know, he couldn't figure it out. What do you call him? You limp. I do. I didn't know that. And so I want to play you something because Dick Clark used to open. Let's see, where did it all go now? Where's Freddie's stuff? He used to open the show. He used to open his road show with Freddie, like I said, but go.
Those things come, they are carved, and they are almost a trademark of the state of Florida. And this is a song written about one of the great cities in the state of Florida. And it's got a pretty wild and swinging beat. And I would guess
Hold on here, Dick Clark. My camera came unplugged. What happened there, Wes? Crap. Hold on here.
You're still coming through here. I can see you playing.
Yeah, I just don't have this up. There we go. All right, so he'd open the show with a video. And the first thing you saw in this video was this guy here.
So you stick with it.
Okay. So you'd open with that thing, and he could tell me I walk like a Chester on Gunsmoke. I said, you look like you're a puppet. You got strings attached or something. You're like a puppet up there. Anyway, he was a funny guy. He was always joking around. And so then the video went into a bunch of other videos things. So yeah, so he'd open that show and he would get everybody going. So I was, his wife was a sweetheart, and they were like Gail and I, they were high school sweethearts, and he was 89 and she died a couple of years ago, Jeanette, and they were married 65 years. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Yeah, 65 years. And he was on Swan Records, and Swan Records had something to do with Dick Clark. You see, back in the day, Dick Clark got hauled in front of Congress, right, because they said he had a monopoly on things. He had the management. He owned the radio stations. He owned the television studio. He owned a lot of stuff, and it all intermixed. And they made him break up like 28 companies or something. He hated the government, so it was kind of funny. So let's see. That was that. Let me see what this one is, because this one's a little different. Whoop. But I was going to say that, oh, God. This isn't a perfect science, as you can probably tell. Well, let me play this one. This one's a good one. Because Freddie, I don't know if you know this, he did the opening song for this show.
Come on, let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby,
baby, where the action is. In every little town across the USA, there's a spot where the people can go every day. Just leave your problems and get away. Come on down and listen to the guitars play. Dance, dance, dance when you hear that beat.
Dance, dance, dance.
Get up off of your seat. Dance, 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 let your backbone slip. Let's go to the place on the Sunset Strip. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. It's so neat to meet you, baby, where the action is. If all day long you've been wanting to dance, well, all night long you're gonna have your chance. So don't settle for just a twiddling your thumb. You can't resist the sound of the driving drums. Dance, dance, dance when you hear that beat. Dance, 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 get up off of your seat. Dance, 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 let your backbone slip. Let's go to the place on the Sunset Strip. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. It's so neat to meet you, baby, where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. It's so neat to meet you, baby, where the action is.
Did I just spot you dancing on the beach, Rich?
Yeah, yeah, that was me. Isn't it amazing how trim everybody is?
I remember that. That was a show in the late 60s in LA, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Where the action.
Where the action is. They came out to Thousand Oaks one time. Yeah.
Yes, I remember that show. And then the one after that with Cam Nelson on Cage Straight, Channel 9. What was that called?
I'm thinking Sam Riddle. No, Cam Nelson. I don't know what that is. I don't know.
That was like groovy or something. But I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
where the action is.
So he would do that in the show. I think, let's see. Anyway, that was on the show. Garland, we're waiting to admit you, so hang tight. So I thought that that was pretty funny. Anyway, you know, when I was on the road with him, it was the time of country music was getting big. You know, let's see, Kenny Rogers. In that whole era. You know, but that would be maybe like 82 or 81, 82. So I kept saying, hey, man, Freddie, man, you got to make the jump to country, man. You get on board, boy. And I played him a song. Him and his wife Jeanette came to my room, and I played him a country song, and he thought, wow, that's really nice. That's really nice. I'm a rocker. Okay. So it didn't do any good. But anyway, let's see. Turn off your mics, you guys, unless you're going to say something. I'm hearing an echo. That thing. And then anyway, the video looks like it was from Beach Blanket Bingo. Kind of, yeah. Isn't it amazing? Everybody's so skinny. It's like nowadays, even young people, there's a lot of fat people, you know. Oh, are you supposed to say that? Fat? You can't. They're a little more girthy. They got a little more girth to them, and
Gravity challenged.
well, that's us old guys. Yeah,
Gravity challenge.
gravity's
So
a bitch.
How old do you think those kids were in that clip?
Well, they were probably at least 18.
Oh, okay. All right.
Otherwise, I don't know the logistics of all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they were fit. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It looked like winter time. It looked like it was filmed in winter.
Oh, whoops. Why do you say that? Whoops. Sorry.
Well, no one's in the water, and you look at the
Oh,
the offshore wind too.
yeah.
You look at the sand. I reckon it's all filmed in like no one's on the beach. There's no one else anywhere.
Oh, well, that maybe so.
They're probably
Oh,
moving
yes.
like that to keep warm.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that because there were nipples present.
Well, you've got better eyesight than me.
Yeah, it wasn't. So anyway, anyway, so he had a tune out last Christmas. Put on your red coat, Santa, and it was getting a lot of attention. So that was his last endeavor that I know of. He lost his son about 3 months ago too, and so you just can't take. You can only take so much, and so he passed away. Anyway, he's rocking and rolling, and that upstairs, I guess. So anyway, nice guy. Just wanted to share that. Yeah. All right. Question of the day. You ready for this? Don Spain says he has more moves than a rubber chicken. Yeah, that's true, Frank. Freddie did. Here's the question of the day. Would you buy a guitar that has a repaired headstock at a reduced price? Think about it, and we'll get your answers in a minute. Think about it. Usually you can, they're discounted, even though they're repaired, and it probably isn't going to break there again when you knock it over. But just wondering what you guys think about that. So make your presence known when you have the answer. Anybody want to comment on the Zoom right now?
I only had one headstock that broke on me before I realized that when you're flying a guitar in a plane, you should loosen the strings. And I was flying from Seattle. I went from Seattle to San Francisco, to LA, to New York. So the guitar was on 3 different planes. And I got to New York, and the headstock had snapped off. And it was an Ovation guitar.
Oh,
an Ovation. So I contacted Ovation, and since I was the original owner, they just replaced the whole neck.
Nice. That was easy to do on an Ovation.
I guess so.
Yeah. But would you buy a guitar that was repaired with a headstock repair? That's the question.
Well, I don't know. It depends on how well it was repaired, I guess.
Well, usually you can see the crack, but you can't. But you can't feel it. Usually,
right? Yeah, it's a little hairline looking thing, and if they do a good job, it's actually stronger than the original, isn't it? Isn't that the
pretty much
sort of the way people think of it?
I've heard.
I think so.
Rich.
Yes.
Bruce Foreman's guitar that he got from Barney Kessel. That has a broken and repaired headstock.
Yeah.
And so I was commiserating one night at the bar with Bruce Foreman that I had a broken headstock on my Gibson ES330, and he told that story. And I mean, if he believes in that guitar, who are the rest of us to doubt our guitars if they've been competently repaired? You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah, it depends on the guitar.
It's the downfall. The only downfall to a repaired headstock is it's lost its value because people don't want to mess with it. People are afraid. Oh, I don't know why. It's the same kind of thing. They're afraid they might not be able to get rid of it because of that. That's my thinking. It doesn't affect the playing at all. It doesn't affect the tone. But people are like, it's got a broken headstock. It's like I don't know what it's like. It's like a blemish, you know, like you had a dented fender on your car and somebody fixed it, you know.
A Rich question.
Yes.
Is that just a Gibson thing, or is that also Eastman heritage? You know, all the Gibson clone things, or is Gibson really the only one that's kind of vulnerable to that compared to Heritage or Eastman?
Fenders, I don't think are as vulnerable. That you got that solid piece of maple. Mahogany isn't as strong. Now a 5-piece neck like this is strong, but still I've seen these crack too. But usually it's a 1-piece neck. I had a real nice guitar. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was one, I had this, shipped it to Italy, and they shipped it back, and it broke the headstock. That was a maple headstock. So it depends, you know, if you, even ones I've seen them with volutes, you know, like even with a volute, will have a broken headstock if it's hit hard enough. So, you know, I don't know. So I'm just wondering, would you buy one? Now, my opinion is this. Yes, I would. As a matter of fact, I could kick myself that I didn't buy this one 330 from like the 67 330. It had a broken headstock. It was repaired decently, and but you could see it, and it was priced accordingly really well. And a friend of mine who writes the guidebook for all the guitars, you know, the book you look up to see how much your guitar is worth. He said, don't buy one. Don't do it. You know, they're not worth that much. Well, I know they're not, but you're paying less. And then afterwards, it sold, and he said, yeah, you know, I think maybe you should have got that. I'm like, thanks, man. It just wasn't
if you're
meant to
buying
be.
it to play it, if you like the guitar and you're buying it to play it, not to trade, then maybe,
I
why
mean,
not?
it still has value, you know.
I think we
I'd
all
buy
come
one
back to
now
the
that
same
I,
thing. It depends on the guitar.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a really good guitar and you're getting it to play it, and maybe it's a unique guitar, you don't see many of them. Sure.
For instance, you know, you can, let's say, just for instance, you can buy a 1975 Gibson L5 for about $8,000 to $9,000 in primo shape, or you can get one for $5,000 with a broken headstock. Is it worth it? Is it worth $5,000 for you to shell out $5,000 for a broken headstock L5, or do you put another 4 with it and buy one that isn't? You know what I mean?
now that I know a guy, I would definitely buy the one with the broken headstock, because I had a broken headstock that was replaced a couple times and it broke again, maybe because I'm down in New Orleans with the humidity.
Oh,
But now I found one guy who repaired it, and he put the volutes into it, I guess. It's a 1966 Guild X500.
oh, nice.
And now it's just forget it, you know. But if I didn't know the guy that was doing it before, I don't know if he did a great job or not. Now that I have a guy, I would do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, back a long time ago, I had a guitar with a broken headstock. And the guy, I mean, this is 50 years ago or longer, probably 60 years ago. And the guy who repaired it did this. At the time, we all thought that was really good what he did, but he had put this big, giant piece of wood up here. It looked terrible, but you know, it held together. He was all proud of it. It's like, okay, you know, since then, guys know how to do it, you know, really well. But at the time, this one fella, it's like, it just looked ugly as hell.
It
Okay.
could be that.
All right, let's see if there's any comments on here. If it's cheap enough and repaired well, David. If it's repaired with a biscuit or pins. Yeah, it depends on how bad it's broke. You know, if usually they just flop around, they don't completely fall off. Like the one that I had, a Howard Roberts, and it kind of just creased right here, and it broke off. But it was still hanging on, you know, so you could pull it back and shove some glue in there. And he did a beautiful job on that. You couldn't tell it. Now, here's the other question. If you have a broken headstock guitar and the guy repairs it and it's beautiful, and you cannot see a crack there.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Do you tell the guy, hey, this has had a broken headstock?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah. It's like you can't get a Carfax on it.
Yeah, but he knows where you live, presumably.
So the other thing is, you know,
Well, we're Rich. You sell a lot of guitars. Would you tell someone?
yeah, I would.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I wanted all your customers to know that.
Yeah, I would say it because it just isn't. It's not cool. You gotta do full. You know, I bought a car once, a used Ford Flex. It was really nice. I bought it from CarMax, and they did the Carfax and all that crap on it, you know. And so after a few miles, it blew the lower radiator hose, and it was weird. It had an extra hole in the radiator for some other thing that was plugged up. And the guys at the Ford thing said, oh, this car's been in an accident. This isn't even a Ford radiator. I don't know what's going on with that. You know, this is weird. It's not a Ford radiator. And, you know, he's showing me these other things and said, yeah, this car's been in an accident. Well, I did, you know, CarMax, they had the Carfax. Well, it didn't show anything like that. And so they must have gotten in an accident, and they dumped it at, you know, traded it in at CarMax for something else and did a kind of a funky repair job on it. So,
Oh gosh.
yeah, even though it doesn't have the Carfax says it doesn't, a lot of guys will just pay for the repair, you know, or pay some shade tree mechanic to fix it, and not report it. So if it's not reported, you know, then, you know, but anyway. So
I agree with Tom. If I were to find a guitar that I just absolutely loved it, the way it sounded, the way it felt, and I just wanted to keep it to play, no intention of reselling it or what the value would be, I'd consider it if it was a good repair. And like I say, it would have to sound beautiful, and I just want to play it.
Right.
I'd probably do it then. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be your, you know, like a 59 Les Paul. There's that one, Greenie, they called it, the one that Peter Green owned, and that had a broken headstock and it broke multiple times, but it's still worth, you know, gazillions of dollars, probably more for the provenance than the integrity of the guitar. But there's something like that if it was the right price, broken headstock, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, interesting. Well, that yeah, there's a guy. He's in Channel Islands, actually, you guys, and I can't remember his name. It'll come to me, I'm sure, later on. I sold him a guitar, a 575, and George was his name. I forget what was his last name. George. Anyway, wonderful player. Plays in some big bands down there in Oxnard. By
George
the way,
Cole?
George Cole.
I know George Cole, but I don't know if he's.
Does he play 575?
Yeah, I forget.
Anyway, he broke the headstock on it once and had it repaired. Then he knocked it over and broke it again. and had it repaired, and it broke in a different spot. So it's got two broken head spots on it. So it's like, wow, geez. Anyway, so the consensus is, if you're going to play it, I guess, buy it. If you're going to sell it, I mean, it's not a good investment, sort of say, but because, I don't know. I've been looking at a few of them, and I'm thinking, man, they're priced good, and you can, fix it up and clean it up, and even you have that crack disappear, and then sell it. And somebody's got a nice guitar at a real good price, but you got to tell them about the crack. But you can say, hey, see that? That's cracked. That had a crack. And they'll go, you're kidding. Yeah, you didn't see it. And then they're more relieved. If they can't see it, if you're not staring at you all the time, they're kind of relieved and they forget about it. Forget about it. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so
For sure.
guitars in and out. Guitars in and out. Play that. We have a video on this. I'm going to play this.
Is that like a place with a drive-through?
Say what?
Is it like a drive-through guitar place?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, drive through. Oh, got it. Yeah. All right. So this guitar's.
Oh, Rich.
Hi out there. Hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to let everybody know that this X500, which is a beautiful guitar, this particular one is one of the nicest ones we've ever had here at Guitar College. And this is sold and it's going out to Michael in Maryland. Michael's a very talented fella. He's an album cover designer, among many things. This guitar, I just can't get over how sweet this one is. I like when I get these guitars, I clean them all up, make them look pretty. I put on my strings, I set it up so it plays really well. Check out, make sure there's no problems with anything. And so you get my setup. You also get a year's subscription to the Guitar College Library. That's a nice value benefit. So we're saying goodbye to this baby. This is a laminate spruce top, laminate sides and back, but boy, it has got the sound though. It's got a sweet, sweet sound. So keep your eyes open, guitarcollege.com, guitars for sale, and you never know, we might have just the one you're looking for. Wasn't that slick? Thanks for watching that.
Beautiful guitar. I love the blondes.
Yeah, well, that
Guitars, I mean.
the guitar was at the camp this year. I thought I brought it. Anyway, yeah, that guitar is really, really nice. So instead of just saying, "Hey, we sold it," I thought I just Wes did. We started doing these videos, you know. Of what am I trying to say, Wes? I don't know what you're
Skills of guitars.
I don't know what you're trying to say, man. Anyway, we got these videos of the guitars that we have sold, so that we can just let people know that we're doing that. Let me show you this other. one because that left, and so did this one. Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm giving this the old send-off. This guitar was just purchased by one of my students. Boy, we didn't have this probably 3 weeks. And it's a beautiful guitar, and I just wanted you guys to know, keep your eyes out on our website because we're always getting new inventory in. If you're interested in an Eastman or a Heritage or a D'Angelico, I can just about get any one you want. And look at this guitar. This was a spectacular guitar, and I'm so pleased it went out to Tom, one of my longtime students, is picking it up. Anyway, again, keep checking our website, guitarcollege.com, guitars for sale, and see what we have in store. Might be something you're looking for. Can't make it stop. Stop. Doesn't that guitar sound nice? Damn.
I remember you showing that guitar. It's was it a special custom built job?
That was
Heritage.
it was a mahogany one. Remember, Pete Farmer saw it and he said, "Yeah, that's one of those Rambo pickups." I didn't know Rambo was into pickups, and
Either.
yeah, isn't that a trip? That's a great sounding guitar. God dang it! To all
Can't keep them all.
to all the guitars I've loved before, in and out my door.
That's right.
I've loved them all. Da, 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 all the guitars I've loved before.
Here's my X500 with the broken neck.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that great? 1967. I got it for my 18th birthday.
Oh, no kidding! Wow, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, and you
Oh,
can't even see. You can't even see. The guy put all the
yeah,
what do you call volutes or whatever in there. You can't even see. It's
yeah,
gorgeous. Yeah.
yeah. Then is that? Have you ever had it refretted?
I have. Yeah, I had it refretted. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great guy in New Orleans. His name is Strange. His last name is Strange.
Oh,
Richard Strange. Yeah.
is he related to Billy?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
This is
But yeah,
my
no,
this is my Gibson ES330L. It's the long neck
Oh,
from the custom shop around 2010, and it has a broken headstock.
and how did you do that?
It was on my guitar stand on the floor, on a guitar stand
Yep.
in my home studio.
Right.
And somehow the strap got wrapped around my office chair.
Oh, yeah.
As I slid away on the office chair, my ES330 custom shop went down. I thought because it's a hollow body, not like a Les Paul or even a 335, it's going to survive, because that really happens to the heavier bodies and stuff. But no. But the good news is it wasn't sheared off completely. There was still a thread hanging on, and in fact, she held pitch.
Oh, wow.
Even in that condition, I played her, and it seemed okay until I slid down to the first fret and got hit by a piece of wood that was sticking out.
Yeah.
But really, until then, I didn't notice. Maybe I'm a little dull, but the pitch seemed okay. It seemed she was playing, you know. And then holy shit! There was still an attachment, but it was sheared away.
Yeah.
Rich recommended a really cool guy.
Did he do it for you?
Yeah, he did, and he was the guy that it was at the jazz weekend
Right.
in Buellton. Not this last time, I think, but the time before.
No, he was at both times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, he did a great job. He's very reasonable, a very personable guy. Just comes to your house, checks it out. And anyway, I thought I was going to have to take it up to the Bay Area to get it done, but I'm really comfortable with having it down here.
Yeah, Nate Largy is excellent luthier. So Gail found him just looking in the phone book, and I just kind of had him do a few things here and there, and then got a little more trustworthy with him, and then he did fret jobs for me, and then he did a neck reset. He's done a lot of things, so he's a good guy. So somebody says here, Jimmy Rolfe says Dave Smith and Kirby mentioned the Jim Fox guitar night at the Baked Potatoes. So you guys went there, right?
Yeah, I was there last night. Pat Kelly, of course, Jim Fox, and Tom. Rod Harbour was playing drums. I know you know Rob.
Yeah, I played with him Thursday night. Yeah.
Yeah. I've played many gigs with Rod. Great drummer and
nice.
Yeah, it was a fun night. Yeah, Kirby happened to be sitting right behind me.
Oh.
We had a good time.
Was he poking you all the time and stuff and pulling your hair?
He said, what are they playing over that minor 7 flat 5? Is that a Lydian dominant?
Yeah. Yeah, so what the hell? Yeah.
I said, I don't know.
Hey, Gail, I left that brand new pickup on my bench. If you're hearing me, could you bring it out, please? So he's been trying to get that guitar night going like John Pisano for a long time. It just needs to find a good place to do it. And because the Baked Potato, I apparently only want him there like once every 2 months or something. And it's like, gee whiz.
Yeah,
John used to do it every week.
Yeah, John did it every week. Jim has been doing it once a month. But to be honest, I don't know how much longer it's going to last. I love it. It's close by to me now, so.
Well, there's got to be a place in Hollywood there to do it.
I'm sure he could find another.
No, I think you should do that. You live there. Yeah. Maybe there's a supermarket or something. We could do it in the produce section.
I don't think West Hollywood is into that kind of jazz. They're into other jazz, but not that.
That stuff.
I was going to say maybe some bar with like a cowboy name on it.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean anything
Rope
either.
and stirrups.
The Roundup, there was a bar, the Roundup there, the gay bar in Santa Monica.
What was that country? What was the country bar they did where they did it down in Burbank or Glendale? People rode their horses up to the back door.
Um,
No, really,
Viva something.
Viva
Yeah.
Cantina.
Yeah, that's it.
Viva,
Thanks,
Viva
babe.
Cantina. Yes,
And he was there for several.
Viva Cantina.
several years.
I
Yeah.
remember that they would have that guitar night on Tuesday, and they had a band in the back of the place. They had a big band that rehearsed at the same time.
That's right.
Yes.
You'd have John Pisano and his guests, and they're playing this really sublime stuff, and then you hear it, da, 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 da. It's like this band just cooking in the back. It's like it was a very strange place to.
You know where you ought to do it is at the Musicians Union. Of course, there's never a hall there really, and who wants to go there? All right, well, check this out, you guys. Look at this pretty pickup. Go over to this one. Isn't that pretty? It's got 2 bars. See it? two bar pickup, TV Jones, and so I'm going to be installing this. I think on my 330 or 175, and I got a tone ring to go. It takes a special tone ring. So
Can you split the coils
no,
on it?
no, I don't.
No.
No, I don't want to do that.
Is it a single coil?
It doesn't. No, it's humbucker.
Huh?
It's a humbucker with two bars. You know, two bars is better than one. That's what I always say.
That's right.
Yeah.
What time did they open?
Oh, Jim says, yeah.
Yeah.
Jim says Brad Rebution is doing one every Sunday in San Fernando Valley. Kirby looks like a Bill Lawrence. That's true. Yeah, it does. But anyway, according to Thomas Jones, he said this is what you want for jazz. So okay, I'm trusting him. So we're going to do it. I'm going to get that installed. I'm going to do it myself, damn it. All right, I have just Nate do it. Anyway, never mind. Let's move on. Let's move on with this important show. What's next? Oh, well, gosh, let's talk about the classes we have coming up, Wes. Where'd all those... It seems to have disappeared off my...
There's the walking bass class that I'm excited about coming up, I think, tomorrow night.
That's correct. Thank you for bringing that up.
I'm a shill. No, I'm excited about that.
All that's A minor. So let's do... Anyway, there's that. There's many ways of playing that, and you know, so we're going to be talking about passing chords, back cycling, sidestepping, all that kind of mother jazz, and I'll have examples for everything. And then I also have a whole arrangement of all the things you are, all written out with the bass lines.
Oh man, that's going to be great.
So I think so. It went over really well at the. I did a part of it at the class in Nashville, and it went over real well. Several people came up to me and said, "Man, this is the best thing I did. The best thing I've been to at this convention."
What time is that tomorrow, Rich?
5 o'clock.
Okay, good.
Yeah, 5 o'clock, and it's free if you're in the library, right, Wes? Is that
Yeah.
And then it's or if you're not, you can go there and just for the price of admission, you can go in there and do it.
I'll be there.
And
if I can cut in, Wes, I'm going to have to miss it, but Wes told me that in a day or two he's going to repost a replay of that.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the Guitar College diaspora, which I don't begin to understand, but somewhere out there in all of the campus, you can see, because I'm going to miss it, and you'll be able to see it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'll probably in a day or two after, and once I get it up there, I'll shoot out an email to everyone so you can watch it again.
Thanks, Wes.
Yeah. So you can go pre-register right now, so we know you're coming. That'd be awesome. A bunch of people have already done it. A lot of you guys. So if you're interested, and then we also have another live class that we just added. Just added today. And this one's coming up on August 8th. It's a Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific. Melodic devices for more musical jazz guitar improvisation. So he's got 15 of these melodic devices. Why don't you talk a little bit about what those are? We're breaking them up into 2, by the way. So we've got 7, and then we'll do a part 2 with 8.
Yeah, so we've got there's several techniques when you talk about melodic devices. I mean, encasement, scale, chromatic, arpeggios, trills, and thrills. There's a whole ton of stuff. And how you can take a simple arpeggio or just a simple line and turn it into one big giant thing. Also, which I think is funny, is an encasement of an imaginary note. Sometimes that can happen, and it's really weird. Or you don't have it resolved, and you can develop these lines. And probably the best thing about this is when we get done with that, is you got to start creating your own, and then remember them. You got to remember them, so you got to practice them. Not only how to develop them, but how to play them, and all that stuff. Anyway, you get what I'm saying?
So yeah, you can go to the library, read a little more about it, mark it on your calendar. It's going to be our first Saturday class, so hopefully you guys have weekends off, knock this out. Probably be about an hour long, I would imagine, maybe a little longer, but shouldn't be too bad. So again, you can pre-register at guitarcollegelibrary.com. You should come to a page like this and see the countdown. And if you are a member, you'll see a big thing right here that says pre-register, and you just click it, and it pre-registers you. So get in there and do that. And yeah, hopefully we'll see most of you guys tomorrow for that one.
Yeah. The melodic devices, one of the things is like your licks that you already play. Let's say you already play a lick, I don't know what it is, but you play a lick, so that you use that lick to interject some of this stuff instead of there's all this stuff. So it's all based around one little lick, and you do some of this stuff to it. Okay, enough of the hard sell on that one. That'll be a good one.
And then real quick, just on Thursday too, if you guys have any questions about lessons you're working on.
Right.
Weekly support.
And then, okay, what's the other one? The new lesson coming out Wednesday at...
Yeah, so tomorrow we're releasing a new lesson back on the library.
How to practice thirds.
Yeah, let me get off this. Yeah, so how to practice thirds on the guitar. You see here, it is going to drop in 11 hours. It's just a quick. I think it's like a 20-minute lesson ish. So something quick for you guys to work on, but it's new to the library, and you'll see an email about it tomorrow. So something to add to your practice routine this week.
Okay, thank you, Wes. Gosh, I forgot all about the main thing of this thing, which is this device here. You see that thing there? You see it? All right, I think it was $110 I got it for. This is on Jerry's recommendation. You can thank Jerry for this. This is one of these Mustang Micro Plus. Now, the crazy thing about this is it's also a tuner. I mean, that's duh, it's a tuner. So you can get rid of this headstock tuner. That's number one. Now, this thing has got all these rock and roll sounds and metal stuff in it, And so I didn't even, I played one of them and it's like, okay, I'm done. One of those patches. It's got 80 or 90 patches, but I found the jazz one. And I said, yeah, if that's a jazz tone, I'll eat my hat. I don't even have a hat, but I'll go buy a hat just to eat it. And so, but I said, you know, I've always wanted, number one, you know, a compressor. I did a thing we did one of these shows where we talked about compressors and we did a whole bunch of comparisons. And the thing about the compressor is it just evens things out. It makes all the low notes that you pick a little louder and all the ha. And it also, do you hear this little flip? It sounds like you're pushing air. Do you hear that? So I always wanted a little compressor. Now on the Hendrix, there is no limiter. On the Quilter, they do have a limiter, and I usually used it. But it wasn't a compressor, so it didn't boost lows. It only stopped highs, louder things. And then back in the day, before I had a Quilter was playing Quilters, I would have a Fender amplifier. I had a I had a Vibrolux for years. Well, I had a Vibro Verb when I was young, but I had a Vibrolux later on in life, and I played that forever. I had a Deluxe, 66 Deluxe, played that for a while, but then when I got with Quilter, I never played the Deluxe. I loved the sound of the Quilter. But when I played with the Deluxe, I never liked the reverb for jazz. I thought it was great for, if you're playing rock and roll and surf and all that crap. But it just didn't have a nice hall reverb. And so I always wanted a nice reverb pedal for that. And then I always wanted a little echo, So you end up with this pedal board. And I hate it. It's one more thing you got to deal with. You got to set up. This goes right here. And so check this out. I took the jazz patch and I manipulated the patch to be this. So it's on your phone, you dig? Now I called this Rich Jazz. And so here's my compressor. Now check this out. Whoops. I highlight this. Whoop. And it comes up. And I can San Luis Obispo. Okay. And then I can easily manipulate this by going up and down like that. It's crazy. Okay, now there's my chain. Now I added a tiny bit of this, which is just a tiny, tiny bit of chorus. Usually when people add chorus or whatever, they put, it's wet like crazy. But I don't like that. I just want just a touch, just to make it kind of sing a little bit. And then, wait for it, just a tiny bit of tape echo. Jeez, go and focus. Can you guys see that? Maybe this is better. Tiny bit of tape echo. And then reverb. Now, you have to have an amplifier in the chain. So in the chain, I have this. It's a studio preamp. So when I first got this, it had a 57 bassman in the chain, and it was distorting. It was as wet as can be, chorus full blast. It had everything you don't want, and they called it the jazz setting. But now listen to this. You got, it's just a tiny little bit. He wrote in from the West. Anyway, let me stop doing that.
Beautiful, beautiful, Rich.
Thank you. That brought a tear to my leg.
Gorgeous, just beautiful.
Isn't that a nice tone?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
When you play it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty tone. So it's just subtle. It's just subtle, but it's forgiving. Kind of forgiving. If you have everything, like Bruce Foreman plays everything flat. No reverb, nothing, and it's traditional jazz guitar, but it's like I never liked that. I like the notes he plays, but the tone, it's. I like other tones better than a flat tone like Barney had or something. Wes Montgomery had a little more, even though it was kind of flat. The reverb in the recordings that we all know and love had reverb on them, so it was pretty. So I think even in a song that you have a track or playing with a band, it's enough just to make it stand out and feel nice. So apparently, that's the only patch that I've messed with. But so far, I got a compressor and I think this compressor is pretty dang good. It's got one knob, and that's the beauty of it. It's like the old orange squeezers. I think they had one knob, and they're like one knob, and forget it. And then when you start replacing all these things here and here, this is already about a $500 pedal, pedal board with all this junk. And believe it or not, I think it sounds pretty good. So I'm going to go into the other patches and you know how it is. You got 80 patches, and you use 2.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Hey, Rich,
but
do you have to change the settings on your amp from what you're normally using? Or do you
I,
just
I,
leave the amp as you normally would play it?
I've got it going through the Hendrickson. In the beginning, I was going to have it go direct, but I wanted it just in the Hendrickson, and it is flat. Oh, the mids, the high mids are rolled off here. You got to dial it in the way there's no set way. That's why God gave you ears. Just turn the knobs till you like it. And but yeah, this is a good start. Now, apparently, you can share these patches, from what I understand. I don't know how that all works. Do you know anything about that, Jerry?
No, I actually, mine is the first generation, and
Yeah.
I haven't played with modifying any patches. And when you said it's got a tuner, is that tuner visible on your phone? Is that how you're looking at that?
No. You press a
on the-
button and it's on the little device here.
Yeah, see, I don't have a tuner, so.
Well, you get rid of that piece of crap. And
Yeah. $25. Anybody want it?
well, the other thing I
Does
guess
it have a crack? Does it have a repaired crack?
Yeah, that's got a crack right here in the cable. Right
yeah,
there.
I'm a little
bitty
bit leery of because it takes a 1/8-inch input,
Yeah.
and then I have it going to a 1/4-inch into my amp, and I don't know if it's see, I've got a stereo Chord plugged in there. I don't know if this output is it is stereo. It's got to be stereo, but I only have 1/2 of it going to the amp. I had 2 going to the amp, and it was too reverby. I don't know what's going on with that. So I just undid the one, and it was great. Just left it like that. So you got to do some finagling and stuff, but I want to get a good chord that fits in there. But you got to be really careful. I mean, this thing's, it's not built to slam around. It's pretty fragile. So you got to be real careful with it, I think. But let's face it, we don't jump up and down anymore in spandex pants or anything. Throw our hair back.
What's that, Rich? What's that thing called again? It's a Fender.
Fender Mustang Micro.
Mustang Micro. Okay.
Yeah.
And Rich, when you made up, did you start with a preset and adjust the controls on it?
Yeah, it had a jazz setting. It was like
So it was a jazz setting.
82. And
80?
and it was about as close to jazz as a hoedown song. And it was about as close to jazz as Billy Idol. So it. But anyway, so there it is. Yeah, 129. I got it for 110, I think, from a reverb seller, 115 or something. I'm impressed. I mean, it's got everything I'd ever. And I tell you, I watched the demo of it, and some of the rock sounds that they get, it's like, holy crap, man, jeez. And it's unbelievable. Now, I have a Mustang amplifier that I got many years ago, and this is another thing. Once I got with Quilter, I kind of put that aside. But man, I used to be able to really get some great sounds out of that little amp, man. And I thought, man, this thing is. So I knew that their devices, their overdrives and their compression and their reverbs are all really nice. They're really good. And so I had no hesitation when Jerry showed me that on one of our live streams. I had no hesitation to buy it, and because I know I could dial it in. I think it's beautiful sounding, but it's just enough. It's just enough. It's just ever so subtle.
Yeah, and it's small enough that You can put it in your pocket or just about anything. Easy to carry. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me play another tune on that, if you guys don't mind. Just so
Real
you.
quick, I just wanted to say hi to Jesse Patterson. I haven't seen you in ages.
It
Jesse,
has been a good while. Yeah.
how
It
are
was
you?
just before COVID.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Oh, doing all right. Had some hard times, but really, and looking forward to coming back for my 10th class in next June.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't
Looking
know if you
forward.
remember, Jesse brought his wife with him
Yes.
several times. She passed away just
Yeah,
Oh,
recently. Yeah.
back in February.
Yeah.
oh, I'm
So
sorry.
that's not an easy thing to deal with, but I have great friends, and
Yeah.
so getting
Um,
Yeah. I can't imagine that. Anyway, I feel for you. But yeah, so God wants you
Rich, I
around for
wanted to
some reason.
yeah, I wanted to show you. I have this guitar.
Okay.
I found it in the guitar store. It's a Martin Sigma
Oh, I was just
that they
looking at
made
one
back
of
in the
those.
80s.
Yep.
And it was $600 and it sounded great, so I bought it.
Yeah, why not? Let's see the headstock of that, Jesse. Okay. Yeah, it's bound. Okay. That's a lot of guitar for $600 made by Martin, huh?
Yeah.
Is it
I think
overseas?
it's right overseas, but
Yeah.
I never see how to put this on the camera. There we go.
Yeah, you got it. That's enough. That's beautiful, man. That's
Yeah, it's a nice guitar. And I sold that Howard Roberts that I had, the Ibanez lawsuit one.
Oh, you
Regretted
did?
that, but
Yeah.
now I have this one.
Yeah. And you still had it, didn't you have a Godin?
Yeah, it's right here beside me.
Okay.
Godin Montreal Mahogany from about 2009.
Yeah.
And that's what I always brought to guitar camp. Yeah.
Right. It flies well. It flies well, so you can like throw it across the room.
Yeah. Yeah, you could use it for a shot put or something.
Let's see. We haven't.
And I still like popcorn, by the way.
Yeah. You just can't give up on. You can't quit cold turkey.
No, of course not.
Yeah. Do you think it's a missed opportunity if Fender didn't build an amp aimed at jazz? Well, they had the George Benson amp. Yeah, but it still sounds like a Fender. I don't know. I would hate to be a guitar company or an amp company. It's those big companies. Just oh god, how do you keep it going? Rich, thanks for valuable information. Oh, to remind you about the harmonic minor. Okay. Well, that concludes our evaluation of the Fender Mustang Micro. My recommendation, I don't know, I'm going to find out how to get this uploaded to a general thing, or so then people can get it if they want it, and then you can manipulate it from there.
It's a Micro Plus, right?
Yeah, get the Micro Plus. That allows you also to transfer the patches. That's one thing you couldn't do in the. So in other words, if you like patch 65 and patch 2, you can somehow get them organized so it's 1 and 2. You know what I mean? So that's really important. Itherwise, you're paging through a bunch of patches. And I don't want to move this to another patch because it'll probably just start feeding back and going nuts. So. Okay, harmonic minor. Let's go over that real quick. The thing about harmonic minor is this. It brings out the sharp 5 and the flat 9 of any dominant chord. In a C harmonic minor, the worst note you could play is C. So you want to stay away from that note. Now I'm going to try to find a piece of paper to write on. hold on here. Okay. What is all this stuff? Sorry, guys. If I have a G7 chord and I play C harmonic minor, I have the notes C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B natural, C. When I stack it up against a G minor, this is the fifth. This is the sharp fifth. This is the flat 7 of G, not G minor, G7. Here's the root. Here's the flat 9. Here's the third. And this is the fourth. This is the worst note. So that particular note would either be in passing, you wouldn't want to, on the C, wouldn't, if I have a G7, worst note I could play is C. But if I go and get off it right away, so here. Then I resolve to C major. Get the idea? So that's how you use harmonic minor. So if I have G7 moving to C, I'm going to play C harmonic minor, but I don't dwell on this C note, so you know. And then make its resolution. So that's how you use it. Now, let's go back to the drawing board. When I was playing, I played this for a long time, okay? But one of the things that after a while, you kind of think to yourself, well, I kind of like the sound of the bebop harmonic minor, B-E, bop, which means it has an extra note, which is the B flat here. So in that case, if I compare it to a G7, now I have the sharp 9. Okay? So now, if I eliminate this C, and I'm going to start on the note G, I have a scale now that looks like this. I have a skip here to the D. There's the D, and then E flat, F, and G. So now this is my altered dominant natural 5 scale. So here's the root, here's the flat 9, here's the sharp 9, here's the third, the fifth, the sharp 5th, the flat 7, and the root again. This is the scale you want to learn. Okay? So I guess the first step, learn harmonic minor, but this, you see where this is coming from? It's coming from the bebop melodic minor, leaving out the root of the C. This also comes from a scale that is called, it's part of the mode of a, in this case, I keep forgetting what it is. Let's see, yeah, E flat, harmonic, major. It's the mode of that. That would be E flat. Oops. Sorry for my horrible writing. F, G, A flat, B flat, D. B natural. That's a sharp 5. E flat. God darn it, can't talk. I just spent $200 fixing my nose, and now my mouth doesn't work. Okay, that is the harmonic, E flat harmonic major. And if you can see, what I just wrote out here is the third mode of that scale. So that's the scale you want to learn. Sounds like this. Isn't that pretty sound? So. So that scale is the G alter dominant natural 5 scale. It has the natural 5 instead of the flat 5. The flat 5 when you use the flat 5, it's nice, but it's the most dissonant, and I think it's best used in certain things where you're actually using it somewhat as a passing tone. Anyway, that concludes our lesson on harmonic minor. Thank you very much. You guys are still here. So, Greg, what happened? Did you plug yourself into a light socket? You look like you got your swim vest on, too. Were you out swimming in the ocean? Anyway.
It's not too bad. Hey, Rich, if you, with your scale,
yes,
if you do flatten the 5, it just becomes altered. If you flat the 5 in your scale,
right,
it just becomes
and you don't have the
alter dominant,
and you don't have the natural 5.
and you don't have the natural 5th. No.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Now, was there something else on the agenda, Wes? Am I missing something?
Besides my hair.
No, your hair's perfect.
Hobart.
Because he's down under.
Brisbane. Where are you?
Brisbane.
I said Hobart. Adelaide.
Let's see. Wait a minute. Thanks, man. I guess I understood. Iris, how are you? Mr. Quinn. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Rich, thank you. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, to remind you, harmonic. Okay, we did that. Bambino. The Bambino. Yeah, great guitar. Interesting guitar. It's the little one. I think Pat Kelly plays one of those. They're nice. They're pricey. But they're nice, handmade. Bob Benedetto, really nice guy. What a luthier. Fantastic. There's a Mustang Micro, also Mustang Plus. Get the Plus. The Micro is the old one.
I had a question about that Micro Pro Plus.
Yes.
Have you tested the headroom? How strong is the amp? So, for instance, you know how mixing boards have these, like, they always have the, like,
Gain.
8 channels of, like, actual XLRs with preamps, and then they're, like, give you, like, 8 more channels that are, like, worthless throwaway line-in channels that you, like, no one ever uses.
Yeah.
Would that work? I would be interested to plug that in as a line source and then see the gain and how much gain that thing would pump out. You know what I mean?
But we can do that right now. Let me unplug this or turn this down. Let me unplug this, and I'll take the cord out of this thing.
Because that thing would be pretty cool for, like, rehearsing if you have, like, a small mixing board.
Oh yeah, and it's made to where you plug your headsets in.
Right.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know, you could just plug that thing in and plug it directly into your mixing board with all your other instruments, but you wouldn't have to use up an XLR slot. Is basically what I'm saying.
Right. So
because you know.
This is our slot for our tracks.
What's the range on that?
What do you mean?
I mean, could you get to the mixing board if you were in a live situation?
Well,
yeah.
You just have to get a long cord, right?
Oh, I thought it was wireless. Isn't that the deal?
No, it's not wireless. That would be great, wouldn't it? But I think it would color the sound. We've had wireless things before. All right, so that's full blast. You hear how it's distorting?
Right.
So it's got quite a bit of gain. So that's direct. I heard a little bit of clipping. I don't know. Maybe it's. I could turn it down here or there.
That's why it's got the gain.
I mean, it sounds pretty good. Like good enough to rehearse with in a mixing board. Yeah, that's what I was all curious about. Because yeah, like our mixing board up here, we have the couple channels that don't, or that have the line ends. This one actually, our mixer doesn't have it, but
it has a little more reverb, it sounds to me, and that's because now it's a stereo output. You know what I mean? I'm going into stereo. It's got a little more delay and everything. We're getting both sides, so. So I would alter that. Can you get a camera down here?
yeah.
Well, let me just go to the reverb here.
Here, just set it. There you go.
There's the reverb, and then I go to level, and then you see it come up here. So I took it down to 25 there. Now let's listen. It's actually the echo more than the reverb. Let me raise that back up. See, raising it back up. So I think it was 32 or something. Let me go to the echo. Here's the echo. And level of the echo. That pops up. Take that down to 45. That's a little better now. But I if you're just having one side. Hear how it's kind of thin on top? So it does have EQ and all that, and I can go to here, and what I'm going to do is boost this up a hair, and I'm going to take down the middle of here. Let's raise the gain, and then we got. It's also noisier. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of a hum or a.
I wonder if that was this. No? You know, you're kind of full with this crap. You know, it goes on forever. It goes, get a few things, but it's find two things you like and you're golden, I think so. Now let's just leave it like that. Yeah. I want to plug it back into the amp.
Go for it.
Okay. Let's mute this a second.
Yeah,
Now-
that's cool though. That thing's pretty sweet. Definitely. Yeah, like Jerry said, man, couldn't get any more convenient. It's pretty much the most convenient little device you can ever package up, right? So that's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to get off.
Does it have a USB? Oh man, if that was a little interface, oh, that thing would be really, really slick. It doesn't have a USB. Does it?
No.
What do you charge? How do you charge it?
Yeah, it's got
Gotta
a,
wait for the plus.
it's got a USB.
Does it?
C.
So does it work as an interface then?
No, it's a C for charging.
It says audio over USB on this thing. Let's see.
Oh, well. God darn it. It's not switching. I wanted to get rid of that program because I altered it and go back, but now it's sitting around doing something.
Yeah, so it says the Mustang Micro Plus functions as a bidirectional USB audio interface. You can plug it directly into your guitar and connect it to a Mac or PC via the USB-C port, allowing you to record your modeled guitar tones directly into your DAW. So that's super hip, man.
This software just froze up on my phone.
Oh, that's not.
Come on, Fender.
Yeah. So now what do you do?
Call Fender.
Hello, Fender? Fender, are you there?
Call. But no, that I think, man, that makes it really worth the value with the interface, because then you can essentially play, yeah, that's hip. You could plug some like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
I need to.
That's pretty good. Yeah, mine just has the small port for charging. I guess the USB-C. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Is yours the Plus?
No.
Oh.
Mine is the first generation. It's just a Mustang Micro. I think I have about 50 patches, so.
It's steam powered.
Yeah, it says the older one, the Mustang Micro, is a USB audio interface.
Huh.
Yeah. So that USB-C port just plugs into your computer. It should recognize, pop up in your DAW, unless you have to download a driver or something for it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I had never thought about that. I just used it for charging.
Because that makes it super sweet. Because then if you want to travel and use it to like record and stuff while you're kind of traveling, you bring a laptop and that thing and.
Really? So I could do that.
Yeah, you can take that anywhere you want, and then.
Wow. So.
You got your fix.
Wow. I'm free at last.
You could play Freebird all day long.
Huh.
So yeah, it says you can. You don't need a driver for it either, but you can download the driver, and it might work a little better, is what it says.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean that I think makes it really hip, because you just don't even need really to bring an audio interface even with you on the if you want to want to record.
I could go from this to my computer like when we're at Nashville.
Yeah.
And I could, like, if I get motivated.
Like you're in your hotel room and you want to write a song real quick or something, or record a song, or you're feeling really good and you want to lay down a track.
Yeah.
Yeah, just open your DAW and then plug that thing in and you're good. I don't think you have a computer though that. You have a computer that you can record on? No, maybe.
Well, this has got Studio One.
Yeah, that thing.
If you guys mess around with that, let us know how it works.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna play. I think tomorrow the solo gig for the the cheap dinners. We'll see. I want to take this. You know, it's just a little echo. Just seems to fill the room better. I don't know what it is. It's just,
Yeah,
of course,
it's nice.
but it's like anything. After a while, you know, my phone will die. And now I got to go back and do all this stuff again, and that's why somehow you gotta be able to upload all these things on your phone somewhere else,
Yeah.
right, Wes?
I don't really.
All your patches. Patches.
Well, there's got to be a desktop app for it too. So download that onto your onto the your tablet right there.
Right.
And then so you have them, so they'll store in both places. I would assume that's. So anywhere you open that app, it's gonna have your presets there.
Yeah, yeah. You know, because one thing that's cool about this is you can take this and put it on your music stand, you know, and then you can modify things and change your patches just like that. You know, you don't have to bend over and turn the, you know, the knob and all that stuff. It's turning knobs is so painful. Hold on here. Okay, let's end this. Let's end this session with another song. Anybody got any pressing issues before we go? Good.
No?
Whoops. Something ain't working. Whoa. Here we go. baby, come on, let me take you where the action. Baby, come on, let me take. We were always singing the backgrounds. It was really beautiful. Let me go, let me take you where the action is. It's so neat to meet you, baby, where the action is. Bam, bam, da 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 da. Freddie was
Hey,
impressed.
what about that one for camp? What about Green Dolphin for camp?
Pacific Palisades, Palisades Park at camp.
No, play Green Dolphin Street. Green Dolphin Street at camp.
I think we did that a
You'll
couple of
speak-
years ago, didn't we?
Yeah, I've only been coming the year, so
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
You know, yeah, we did it. We did.
Green Dolphin Street.
We did it. Yeah. I love the song. I think it's great. That's a great.
Over
tune.
20 years, you've probably done everything.
You're totally right about that. It's like you look at the list and it's like, good God, and you try not to repeat too much. But yeah, you figure 7 songs over 20 years. There's a lot.
Maybe you should go back to year 1. Can you remember what you did the first year?
No, I don't even think we did any. It was completely different format back then. I forget what we did. Just had classes on, playing the blues and I don't know, whatever.
No internet then.
No, what? Yeah, we didn't have a lot of performance things like it is.
Internet.
No internet. No,
Internet.
we didn't have any internet.
Internet.
Okay, well, guys, hey, it's been fun. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, tomorrow night we have the class, and then Thursday at 11 o'clock is the other thing. So, Greg, if you're going to be there, you better get up
It's like
early.
4 o'clock.
Yeah,
I'm still recovering. 4 o'clock's been killing me.
yeah, I'll bet. Well, you got a good reason. You need to sleep well.
Trying to rest, yeah. See how I go. I'll have some coffee.
There you
Stay
go.
up all night.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thank you. Roger, nice to see you again. See you right there. And we'll be talking to you later. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks, Rich.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
That's
Did you get your energy tried or no? Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
Hey?